Hi, Dave Forrest here with another free effect at full52.com. If you could just say stop, I'd like to see if you can stop me on an ace. So as I run my thumb down, stop, just here, and we'll cut the pack right there, and hopefully you've stopped me on an ace. Alright, in this case it's a 4, which is not ideal, but we should be able to try something. If I take the 4 and just bang it like this, you should see that one of the pips actually comes off, changes the 4 into a 3. So that's not so bad. We're slightly closer to our goal of an ace. We'll just try the same thing again. If I take the 3 and bang it like this, you should find that another pip comes off, changes the 3 into a 2. So far so good. We'll try something slightly different this time. Just keep an eye on the 2, and we'll try this just like so. Another pip comes off, and of course the 2 becomes an ace. And the good thing about aces, of course, is where there's 1, the other 3 are never far behind. Okay, so here is quite a novel ace production, based on nothing in particular, although I was playing with an ace production of Stephen Tucker's at the time. I've got a couple of different versions of this idea where you start with a 4 and it breaks down into aces, and it was Stephen Tucker's ace production, which I forget the name of right now, that sort of inspired me to work on that. This is obviously quite novel, and it's quite different. What you need is 4 aces and a 4-3-2 of hearts, and I'll tell you now that the ace of hearts goes at the face, and I've also crimped this ace so that I can cut to the face, to the ace of hearts very easily. So it's a breather crimp in this case, but any crimp will work, any crimp you like. The 4-3-2, they're self-explanatory, and then what I have here is a little ace pip. Now I'll tell you how I've made that is I've taken an extra 3 and I cut all 3 pips from it, alright, and then I glued them together. So one little bit on its own isn't quite enough, you know, it needs a little bit of weight to it, so I find that super gluing 3 together makes a more substantial pip, and I think you'll find the whole operation of it works easier this way. So 3 little pips glued together to make one heart pip. Okay, here is the setup. You have your 4 aces. Remember, this ace of hearts is crimped on top. You place the 4 of hearts on top of that, and you place the 3 and 2 in this order on the bottom of the pack. Okay, just like so. When you're ready to begin, the little heart pip begins in this position. It's sort of pinky clip, alright, so it's in just a little sort of curl palm there. Okay, so that's where it begins life, and you'll find that you have relative freedom over the pack, despite the fact your pinky's holding this out. So you're going to cut the deck and hold a break and riffle force to that 4. You know, you're implying that you would like them to try and stop you on an ace. So you riffle force and turn the top card over. It's a 4 of hearts. Now instantly I buckle the bottom card, which is a face-up 3, kick half the deck into this hand. So I have a break here above the 3. And as my fingers sort of points here at the 4, what's going to happen is this little pip is going to be dropped onto the table. Alright, but that's shielded by the fact that I'm in this type of position. Okay, so I let the little pip go. If I remove my hands right now, you'll see that it's just sitting on the table. Now what you're going to do is similar to a sort of hand ping chin sleight, that's a sort of coin move, and by that all I mean is you're going to move this hand out the way and turn this packet over on top of the pip. The idea being that when you lift off, it's like this action is what caused that pip to come off. Now you're going to transfer this card to here, very similar to sleeve aces, alright, the sort of action for Al Leach's sleeve aces, where the packets kiss momentarily and this card gets transferred. So you've done this, that's the first pip comes off, then these turn over, the 3 gets added as this gets pushed forward, okay, as you draw attention here. And you say the pip comes off, turning the 4 into a 3. Okay, and often they won't have noticed this has changed to a 3 yet because they're too you know, preoccupied with this. So it's a nice moment when they come back here and a pip has come off the 4, changing it into a 3. Okay, so now you're going to pick this pip up and apparently put it away, but really what you do when your hand goes to your pocket is you just, you know, re-establish that the little pip in finger palm again. So you come back out and you do the exact same thing again. You take a break above the bottom card, kick the top half over. I have a break, I allow the pip to fall on the table as I indicate. I do that sort of move again, the packet's kiss again as you sort of indicate here, and the 3 becomes a 2. Now something slightly different this time, you're going to again put the pip away apparently, but actually bring it out in finger palm, and any sort of palm is appropriate here, because what's going to happen this time is when the hand comes back out, these fingers are going to extend underneath, and I'm going to drop the pip onto the fingertips and take it under the pack. So in one action you're just putting this away, you come back out, my fingers extend and collect that little pip, so it's now in this position. Now before that happens, as you go to the pocket with this, you're going to use your breather crimp. It's a breather crimp in my case, and that allows me to lift up on 7 cards, the 4 aces plus the 4, 3 and 2. So that's why you've crimped that ace, so that I can sort of you just using one hand get a break under those 7 cards. So you've got that break, you take that little pip under the deck, just like so. And now what I'm going to do is Frank Garcia's topper. Alright? Now topper works just by gravity. I'm going to raise the deck up like this and drop my hand suddenly. And because this is a thick packet, that the move is made all the easier. What's going to happen is, as I drop my hand, this packet will revolve, because I'm not going to hold it in place. Alright? It's going to trip off the thumb and revolve like that. Alright, that's essentially what's happening. Now, I have this little pip under the deck, so as soon as I know that that packet's over, I turn over and a pip falls, and notice that this automatically neckties the deck. They see that a pip has landed, and then you turn this over and the 2 has become an ace. So you pick up this pip and you put it away genuinely this time. And thanks to the nature of these aces being reversed, I can now pick up all 4 of them in one go. And you've attained your goal to all intents and purposes. There is the ace. You're going to pick all 4 off. All right, I have 4 aces here, but thanks to the natural bridge in the deck, I can pick those off and suggest that only 1 ace is there, and say the nice thing about aces, of course, is where there's 1, the other 3 are never far behind. And you've produced all 4 aces, and of course you can spread the deck because there's no reversed cards or anything like that. And there you go, it's a novel ace production, and yeah, I do hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.